First one is authentication. Authentication means confirming your own identity. In the authentication, control access to your AWS resource for users, groups, and roles. In the AWS, use username and password when accessing the AWS Management Console. In the authentication, user must be authenticated using their credentials to send a request to AWS. The authentication from the console as a root user. You must sign in with your email address and password. As an IAM user, we should provide our account ID or aliases and then your username and the password. To authenticate from the API or AWS CLI, you must provide your access key and secret key. Second one is authorization. Authorization means granting permissions to users. To use the services or doing something, we should have permissions. In the AWS also, we should have authentication privilege. You must also be authorized to complete your request. During authorization, AWS uses values from the request context to check for policies that apply to the request. In the AWS, there are policies. Through the policies, we can get the authorizations. To provide your users with permissions to access the AWS resources in their own account, you need only identity-based policies. The third one is monitoring. In the AWS, uses a wide variety of automated monitoring systems. It provides high level of service performance and availability. AWS monitoring tools are designed to detect unusual or unauthorized activities and conditions. These tools monitor server and network usage, port scanning activities, application usage, and unauthorized login attempts. AWS provides a variety of tools and features that you can use to keep your AWS account and resources safe from unauthorized use. This includes credentials for access control, HTTPS endpoints for encrypted data transmission, the creation of separate IAM user account and user activity logging for security monitoring, and trusted advisor security checks are some monitoring options. Next one is auditing. Here we can check actually what has happened in our AWS account. We can use CloudTrail for auditing. With the CloudTrail, you can log, continuously monitor and retain account activity related to actions across your AWS account. CloudTrail provides event history of your AWS account, including action taken through the AWS Management Console, AWS SDKs, command line tools, and other AWS services. The next one is encryption. Encryption ensures that sensitive data saved on disk is not readable by any user or application without a valid key. In encryptions, there are client-side encryption and server-side encryptions. Server-side encryption means AWS encrypts data on your behalf after the service receives the data. Here, the Amazon S3 encrypts your object before saving it on disk in its data centers. Then, decrypt it when you download the objects. The second one is client-side encryption. Client-side encryption means the AWS user encrypts your data before sending it to the AWS. The encrypt data client-side and the upload encrypted data to Amazon S3. In this case, You manage